G'day guys, my name's Dave and welcome to another Guitar Zero to Hero song tutorial. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you how to play the guitar riff from Mood, which is really fun to play and sounds great. I'm going to teach you two different ways of playing this riff. The first method is going to be a fingerpicked version, which is slightly easier, and the second method is closer to the studio version. Now, if you want to master your chords back to front, then be sure to head over to guitar0tohero.com to pick up my free guitar ebook. Or if you want to improve on your guitar, then sign up to Guitar Zero to Hero Premium, which is my complete step-by-step guitar course. Let's jump into the lesson. Okay, so I'm going to start by teaching you the finger-picked way of playing this riff. Now, this is a little easier than the studio version, so that's why I'm teaching it first. And then later in the video, I'll teach you how it's actually played in the studio recording. So we just have one line of tab for this riff and it's really easy. And once you learn this, you can just repeat it throughout the whole song. So we're going to start in this shape here. So index finger on the 6th fret of the 5th string and pinky finger on the 8th fret of the 2nd string. So let's break this first bar up into two sections. For our first section, we're going to pinch the 5th and 2nd strings, pluck the 2nd string again with your middle finger, and then with your middle finger, go down to the 6th fret of the 2nd string. So those three plucks. And then for the next section, we're going to pinch the 5th and 2nd strings again, but then you're going to slide these two fingers up to the 11th and 10th frets like this. So pinch, but slide up to those two frets, like that. And then you'll hit the 2nd string, and then we'll just mute our strings by just dropping our hand onto the strings like that. So the second section, and the full bar in total. So that's the first bar. For the second bar, we're going to go up to the 13th and 15th frets with our ring and pinky finger like this, again on the 5th and 2nd strings. Let's break this up into two sections again. So we're going to pinch the 5th and 2nd strings, and then with our middle finger go down to the 13th fret of the 2nd string. We're going to pluck that again, but then slide up to the 15th. So you'll just pluck the 2nd string by itself and just slide that middle finger up to 15th. So that first section. And then we'll go down to this position, 8th and 10th frets with our index and pinky finger like this. And then we're going to pinch the 5th and 2nd strings, hold that out, and then hit the 2nd string, and then do our mute. So that second section of this bar, and all together. And the riff in total. And at a faster speed. Alright, so that's the fingerpicked method of doing it. Now I'll teach you how it's actually played in the studio recording and how it's played with the guitar pick. Now in the studio recording, it's on the electric guitar, of course, but I'm just going to teach you on the acoustic. All our shapes and notes are essentially the same as the fingerpicked method, but the method in which we hit the notes is quite different. So we're going to get into this shape here. Now the secret here is that we're going to be basically strumming all the strings, but only the two notes that we're fretting, the 5th string and the 2nd string, are going to be the ones ringing out. Like that. In order to do so, your index finger will actually rest across all the other strings whilst pushing down that 5th fret. And then with your middle finger, you can reach over and hit the 6th fret, just lightly touch it so that that doesn't ring out. Then when you strum all the strings, you just get that root note in that 3rd, like that. For this studio version riff, we're going to strum this twice, and then go down with our middle finger to the 6th fret, and we're going to strum this once, so that first section. And then we're going to strum this again and slide up to 10th and 11th frets. And then strum again on the end beat after the 3. And then we don't hold that out, you can just lift your fingers to stop that ringing out for the rest of the bar. So in total. Now the aim here is to only get those two strings, the 5th and the 2nd string ringing out. Remember, everything else must be muted. So that's the first bar. For the second bar, we go up to this 13th and 15th fret shape. We're going to strum this once, and then with our middle finger go down to the 13th fret of the 2nd string, strum this once, and then you're just going to hit the 2nd string by itself and slide up to 15th. And then we go down to this 8th and 10th fret shape, and we're going to strum this twice. So the second bar. And in total. And a bit faster. And you just literally play that throughout the whole song. So I'm not going to be doing any playthroughs of this particular song because it literally is just that riff again and again. So just practice it at a slow speed, and of course if the strummed version is too hard for you, then just try the finger picking version. Thanks so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this lesson, then I know you'll absolutely love these other lessons too. So hit the link here, or if you want to grab a copy of my free guitar ebook, then head over to guitar0tohero.com or click the link here. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys next time on Guitar Zero to Hero. Cheers.